to be around people. I didn't feel like I was worthy of life. Be Christian, but you doing all this stuff. So I wasn't about that Christian life. I just don't want to be like anymore. God never leave me alone. I know people could say like God was never there for you, because God is always there. He speaks through everything. And if you anything like me, you ignoring him. But in everything I did, like, God was still speaking to me. I remember walking around school with my head hung low, just not being able to hold proper conversations with friends. And I feel like it felt normal to them because I normally didn't really talk. I remember saying I need to go take a walk, like, after school, and we were part of a group of people, and it was really because I didn't feel like I was a part of people, and I didn't feel like I deserved to be around people. I didn't feel like I was worthy of life. I felt like every mean thing that my mom, my sister, or anybody said to me during the time when they were hurt, during the time when I was hurt, that's who I really was. And I took that on. I took on like the mentality of, girl, something wrong with you. I took on the mentality of feeling like I didn't deserve to live. And I really just asked God to take my life away often. And I remember my aunt, she was sick, and every night I used to have a dream about her. And God was like, pray for her, pray for her. Give her a call or something like that. And I just be like, who, me? Don't bother me, Jesus, because I'm not on your run. Do not talk to me. And when I got the call that she had passed, I went crazy. Because one, I felt like it was my fault. And two, a lot of people claim like they can't hear God, and God was directly talking to me. You know, they could have said that to anyone. God could have said that to anyone who had children, and he chose me to tell that to do something about it, and I did nothing. So I still, in my heart, I feel like I take that heavily. But from then, I didn't really take God as a joke. I've always known God was real, but I just didn't want to admit to it and really like be like, oh yeah, God, you do all this for me. Because I still felt like my family was like falling apart, and I felt like I was falling apart. My sister wasn't like doing well. I knew she wasn't doing well, but I wasn't doing well. So I can't help nobody if I'm not doing well. So basically I was in the shower one night. I was like, God, I can't do this anymore. I'm ready to give up. And I just don't want to be like showering, and basically like I heard this voice, and I knew it was God, because like I told y'all before all of this, I knew what God voice sound like, because my family is really devoted like in Christianity and stuff like that. So I was always exposed to like Christianity and going to those like Holy Spirit type conferences and stuff. But I was in the shower, and God basically was like, cry unto me. And one big thing that's a part of my testimony is that I didn't cry in about 2 years. I stopped crying because I stopped showing all emotions. I became really bitter, and I lost all sense of like, I wasn't just not happy. I wasn't cool with anybody else being happy. That's how bad it was. When I tell you like I didn't want to live, it was to the point where I really did not want to live. Like, I didn't get what happened to me. I didn't get how I looked. I remember intentionally fixing my hair in cornrows. Not that cornrows is a bad style, but intentionally fixing my hair in cornrows so I wouldn't have to fix it any other way. Or like not caring how I looked at school, not caring how I looked anywhere. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened, Am I really though? I have no idea what this testimony is going. Holy Spirit, lead me, like in everything I do, please, Father God. Because I feel like I am not doing a good job. But I know you'll use this as a testimony, as a story to someone. In your name, amen. Okay, so I'm back. I don't know what's happening to me right now because I failed my shadow like 3 times. Okay, I like to use this eye primer. I like to use this eye primer to be like a natural kind of colors in my eyes, so I don't have to put on eyeshadow. And that's really just what I put on my eyes before I put on eyeshadow. I always end up messing up on this. Girl, let's have to do this one over. Like, I ain't just do this. Okay, sorry y'all. The look is kind of started coming together. And the reason I hadn't cried was because I became really bitter. I was angry that a lot of people around me looked so happy. And now I know that isn't the case because a lot of people are now, opening up just like I am right now and saying that they were struggling during that time too. Even some people who was like really close to me. But like I said, I felt like I didn't have anyone. Even people who I would have tried to reach out to, like, because even after that point when I decided to give my life to God, like in the shower, them shower combos with Jesus just be good. But even when I decided to give my life to God in the shower, I still struggle with anxiety because that's just the reality of it. It don't happen just like that. Like, God don't take away the pain just like that. And God never just gives you that pain for you to take away that pain. Your pain is always going to be turned into purpose. The ironic thing about God saying like cry unto me was because I felt like I didn't have anyone, and I stopped crying for so long because I felt like I didn't have anyone. Like I said, basically after that, I hope I get to talk about this video because I feel like I'm all over the place, but I know I'll be okay. I know this video is gonna do something. But how long just putting all the shininess on my face? I don't feel the pimples because you really don't like that. I don't feel like you know that. There was all kinds of stuff I did to try and keep myself feeling alive, from the Xanax to doing all kinds of stuff. Let's just say I was wilding too, okay? A lot of people, this is, you're like, only certain people. I was wilding too. Trying a lot of stuff in my young days, And in the shower, when God said crying to me, I was like, Mother said, okay, I'll cry into you. Because I had already made this deal with God. I was like, God, you will have to find some way to help me to live on this earth because I'm not taking my own life. Because I ain't going to hell. I'm not burning. Okay? Oh, that can kind of hide itself. I basically had my come to Jesus moment in the shower. As a part of my greatest scheme because I wanted to find some connection with God. Actually, no. Let me start like this. So I was in the shower, like I said, and in that moment I told God that as long as He helped me to feel like I was breathing, I commit my life to Him. And then basically I was like, okay, let me try understanding this type Christian life. And I started like, taking part seriously in my praise team. Okay, so basically from there, I started my little like Christian journey. I was like, okay, God, I'm gonna make my life about you. Since that seems like the only way I've been able to breathe. I forgot which palette I'm gonna use. I think I'm gonna go between this. What is this? I like these though. I don't want my cousin. I think I want to use this one. Yeah, but I know what I can use. I'm gonna use this one. So basically after that, I kind of decided that I wanted to live my life for God, and basically that meant do whatever God told me to do, which was really hard because, like I said, I have dreams and visions. I had and I still have a lot of dreams and visions, and whoever God told me to speak to, I speak to. And what that means is I get filled with like the Holy Spirit for like a second. It's just like I can't breathe or do anything until I do what God asks me to do, and if I don't do that, I have a really hard time. I have a lot of warfare, I have a lot of anxiety. I deal with a lot of things if I don't do what God asks me to do, because I don't have His protection when I'm not, like following what God asks me to do. So I joined my praise team and I tried to start being devoted to Him, but I still really wasn't. I tried to walk, like in my purpose, but I feel like I still wasn't fully being who God asked me to be. And I think a big part of my testimony even just happened this year, which is why I feel like I'm going to have a lot more testimony videos. A lot of the bitterness and stuff, things I did when I was bitter, a lot of the people that I hurt, I paid for. So my relationship with God was really iffy, and it was like, God, you really hearing me? I'm gonna use this. I got this from Forever 21. I feel like they sell the best lip gloss ever, because the one I had right before this, I had from I was 12. That's 4 years or more. Friend, because I have to express how important. I think I never realized what friendship was until she died. She was like a big sister to me, but I want to call her my friend because I want to make it known like how much she had an impact on me, and she really wasn't related to me by blood. She used to be one of the people who even after I gave my life to God, I joined a club called Impact. Follow us at Impact is X International. Even after I did all those stuff, because like a year after I decided to give my life to God and really like focus on God, I was still feeling all these temptations and all these things making me feel like I was going crazy and losing my mind and having really bad anxiety and depression again. I was like, God, I'm not going through this cycle again. So I joined Impact this club, and I was really devoted in my praise team, but I still felt like I was being really, really attacked by anxiety and just feeling like I couldn't live life. So I got deeper in my faith. Anytime you feel like you're going crazy and you can't do that anymore, I got deeper and deeper and deeper. What I mean is, I started praying more. I started making time to pray alone. I joined a bunch of clubs. I wouldn't say I put myself around like-minded people, because a lot of church people is fake. And that's what I keep trying to, that was my reason for not wanting to be a part of Christianity before. But some people are the right people. God would just send people to mentor me, and I would know, because you know when someone knows you spiritually. I think it was right before Corona, my friend died, and right after that, I think the Saturday when she did die, right hours before that and stuff like that, I went to the doctor to get like a checkup, and he basically sent me to get tested for all these stuff. And not knowing she died, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then I found like a week later, maybe it was even the Monday when she died, I had to get tested for the disease that she died from. And when I tell y'all, I wasn't okay. I was not okay. I found myself going back into a lot of the places that I was before. Girl, my eyes getting watery. Don't do it. Don't do it today. You are not crying, okay? I found myself going back into a lot of the places where I was just really down and being depressed again, dealing with a lot of anxiety, because one thing about the things that you go through, you cannot expect to be healed, delivered, and freed. A lot of things we feel like as soon as we say, God, I accept you as your personal savior, whatever, we could just get over, but we keep going through cycles because we never heal from the broken places. We never heal from the broken places that we've been in. And the thing is, I went through a lot of them same cycles over and over again. So when I was told I had to get tested for the same thing that my friend had, I was really broken. I was sick for like a month or something. I remember I don't think I left school twice, but I remember being in the nurse like 2 times and just not being okay. I lost a lot of friends during the past couple of months. I lost a lot of hope, a lot. And it's really just because God was shifting in my life. And one thing I asked God to do, I keep asking him to do, was make me happy, because the real reason why I really did not want to be alive was because I was not happy. A lot of us walking through life and walking through just like we okay, and at the end of the day we lay in bed by ourselves after all the friends gone, after all the drinks gone, after the parties gone, after we done socialize and make ourselves feel like we okay in that moment. We go back and we realize that we're not happy, and I wasn't happy. And especially being in Corona and being on lockdown like we are now. Oh no, we're not on lockdown anymore again, but being on lockdown like we were, it felt like we was going crazy. So I think that was that space where God really just said to me, girl, you're gonna have to pick up the broken pieces. And I had to do a lot of soul searching to realize that this is my testimony. I need to break the chains from a long time. There is power. I hear it playing now too. But yeah, I had to break the chains, and so there wouldn't be any more cycles and stuff like that. Anxiety is something that I repeatedly still struggle on, and I'll probably share some more videos on that. But at the same time, I am so free. Honestly, I'm so free. I feel so much better than I did a few years ago. I feel like I'm breathing. I remember feeling empty. I remember crying or being in so much pain that I couldn't even cry. And it was like emotional pain. There's nothing like emotional pain. You think physical pain hurts, but there's nothing like emotional pain. And I remember just being in so much pain and crying and not being able to just say, hey, this is me. And as I discover who I am and who I want to be and what my purpose is, even though I know half of it, because God is changing me like every day, and God is just showing me to be so amazing. Not to gloat, but God is showing me to be like people who know me. Oh my gosh, people who know me. If you ask anybody who knew me even a year ago, you wouldn't say I'm the same person. I even remember a couple of months ago crying. Ooh, girl. I remember even a couple of months ago crying in class. Like the whole class. I got like the whole French class. Just feeling like I wanted to give up again. And God was like, honey, no. You are going to fight. And I kind of had to. Because I was going to get trapped into that person and that space again. And like, I don't need to be there. And you don't need to be there either. And I want you to know that there's somebody watching this video right now been going through stuff. Especially, you may even know me, I've been going through stuff at the same time, and I was going through stuff, and I want you to know that you were not alone, and you are not alone now. And it's time for you to get up out of that bed and get up and fight, because honestly, life is about fighting. It's a fight, and I will fight until the day I die, because I will not give up. I will not let the enemy have me. I will not let the enemy have my mind. Not let anybody else have that. A lot of times I've slid, I've messed up, I've made mistakes. I lead a club now of Christians, And sometimes I feel like going crazy, like, girl, you leading and you's a mess. But there's something in you that is ready to change. Some people do not give up on yourself, because when you give up on you, that's the last thing. That's the last person and nothing left there. Don't give up. And don't ever feel like God isn't there listening to whatever it is that you feel like you have to say, you have to scream out. If nobody listening, if nobody pick up their phone, if nobody answer your text, if nobody answer your message, if nobody saw your letter, don't give up, like, for real, because there's hope. And I tell you, I was so dark. The things I've done, the places I've been, the people I've allowed myself to just destroy too, because I had become pretty terrible, pretty mean. I've become really, you know. And at the end of the day, you have to forgive yourself, because you are enough. And I think that's why this testimony has been so hard for me to share. I recorded this about 2 or 3 times, but God has delivered me from anxiety and depression and so many different things that I can't even like get into. And I hope one day I'll be able to explain. But if you're watching this video, I want to thank you for watching till the end, because everybody don't watch makeup, but God is really, really, really real. I wouldn't have been here. I would not be sitting here right now if God wasn't real. And I want to encourage you not to give up. Do not give up, because you could have been pushing all this time. And if you would have only pushed one more, you would have seen that tomorrow you had a whole different type life outside that door you was pushing. That is not the end. That although you would have had to get past a lot of your hurt and your pain, especially through Corona, because Corona, like, it forced everybody to go into thinking and like all kinds of stuff. That is okay, and you are going to make it, and you are stronger, baby girl. Oh, my friend, if you're a guy, then you think, and you can do all things, because you are God's child. Whether you believe him, whether you support him or not, you are God's child, and you have that power inside of you. And if you need help, if you really need help, because I hate the fact that a lot of the time I try to reach out for help. I tried to get all kind of different therapists and all kind of stuff, and nobody was really free, or nobody was really available. So if you need help, message me, DM me at the other twin Monèt, and I can talk to you. Find somebody to talk to you. I promise you, do not give up. Do not give up, because there's something that, not even something, there's a life, there's a job, there is a person, there's a family, there's a clothing line, baby girl. If I speak into you, there's a book, there's a whole restaurant waiting for you to chef it up, waiting for you to do your thing at. And it's not time to give up yet. You have so much more to do in this world. You see all this stuff happening in this world? We are the revelation. So don't feel like it over yet. It ain't over till you place your mark. It ain't over till you put your foot in the sign. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm Anaiyah Monèt. Click that bell for notifications, and follow me at the other twin Monèt. Also follow Impactors International if you would like a Christian community to uplift you in whatever you're dealing with. I am so distracting. I don't know what happened to me, but if you would like a Christian video to uplift you and make you feel like you know what you're doing, or help you and build you up in your Christian journey. Thank you so much for watching. See you later. I honestly love you, because you are enough.
Fix your credit, girl, get at it, get your bag up, hit that gym and get